Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome back to Blueprints. It's an exciting day because I have a brand new set of hints from the Discord to talk about at the start of today's episode. I asked a front seat question in the Discord, and I got some answers, and I haven't seen what those answers are yet, but I'm very excited to talk about it. So here's kind of where we're at. I have a hidden hue and I have tinted Rosevine, and they are both sort of stumping me, to be very honest with you. I have some ideas about how to potentially start a hidden hue, and I don't really have any ideas about tinted Rosevine other than to try to get to the end of the spiral. Because of that, I wanted to ask some clarifying questions in Discord and give them an opportunity to write a gentle nudge in the right direction that might help me out. So we're going to go over that in just a second. I may or may not take the gentle nudge, but at the very least, I will be accepting front seat answers to some questions that I had. So here, let me just walk you through exactly what happened. In fact, I could just show you. As long as you promise not to judge my Discord setup, because I do have some questions. I do have some questions I need to respond to. So some messages. My DMs are. This is honestly pretty good for me. So I asked this question. I said, Blueprints Advisory Council, I have some front seat questions. My first question that I am looking for just a yes or a no. Does solving a hidden hue require the use of the prism key? I just wanted a yes or a no answer. I know that sometimes, use might be a weird word there. I'm not sure what they answered yet. My second front seat question was, does solving a hidden hue require drafting rooms in a pattern or a particular way in the manner? Those are the specific things that I asked for, and so I kind of tied Discord's hands and said, hey, this is what I would like an answer to. So, because of that, they took like 3 days. 2 days. They took 2 days, a day maybe, to answer. Over the course of that 24, 36 hours, apparently they sent something like over 2,000 messages back and forth debating how to answer those two questions and then how to hint to me what the answers were. Apparently, everybody in spoiler chat agreed that I am a dingus and none of them agreed on how to give a hint. I'm just kidding. I did feel kind of bad that apparently I gave them a full-time job on trying to come up with an answer. I'm just scrolling. I'm trying to get to the answer. One second. Okay, the answers. In response to your questions, we've come to a consensus. 2 answers plus an escalating nudge. So first question was, does it require use of prism key? No. That's very interesting. That would have sort of been my guess, because I don't know how you would go about using it. My guess for number 2 is yes. Let's click it. No! The answer is no, which means I'm out of the loop. Okay. Now, this is interesting. I did have one other idea over the weekend, unrelated to anything that I asked the Discord. And maybe we could start there before I agree or before I try to grab this key, this escalating nudge. They also gave me a nudge in the right direction, and then they gave me an extra nudge just because sometimes I misunderstand their nudges. Okay, here's what I think we should do first. Let's enter the game, and I'll talk to you about the one other thought that I did have in relation to this. Let me grab a hidden hue so I can show it to you. So, over the weekend, I was thinking about a hidden hue, and I was thinking about tinted Rosevine, and I was like, the problem with tinted Rosevine is the only thing I can think about is Spiral of Stars. The problem with hidden hue is that I sort of think it's The problem with hidden hue is that I sort of think it's a pattern of drafting inside of the house. Here's the thing, though. Both of these puzzles are very different from what got us to these puzzles. What got us to these puzzles was numeric cores. Let me see if I can find the numeric core dot. Where's my spreadsheet? The one thought I had this weekend was, if you take numeric cores and apply them to these two puzzles, how would you do that? Well, give me a second. I need to find my Google sheet. Stillwater tints blank books. We'll put it in dark mode. Beautiful. So the problem is, here was my thought. From Prism, pristine. Prism is the central word that I'm very confused on in this game. In this clue. I thought, what if you tried to solve the numeric core of Prism? The problem is it's 5 letters and not 4. So I really don't know where to start with that. But on the other hand, you could... Oh, boy. I do not know. Like, so my thought was, like, what if you tried to split up Prism into like... So... Sorry, I can't talk this through very well because I'm struggling. Let me start from the beginning. With numeric cores, let me get my document open. With numeric cores, you have to take a number with 4 or more digits. If it is more than 4, you have to know where to split it. 8, 6, 45, and 5. If we take the letters of Prism, we would get something like... P is probably like 18 or something. I don't know. Let me look at my list. We would get a series of numbers that would definitely be more than 4 digits. Unfortunately, it would be really high. But if we took 2, and there's 5 letters instead of 4, so if we took 2 of them and added them together, would that make some sort of sense? The more I talk about it, the less sense I think it makes. But what I like about this idea of a potential solution is this part. 3 colors to count a sum of 18. I've been assuming that means draft 18 total rooms in 3 different colors. However, Discord says that I do not need to draft rooms inside of the house in a specific way. If I don't need to do that, then this part of the puzzle becomes very uncertain to me. A sum of 18. My next thought is, like, can you do numeric core on, like, the word red? Maybe. Can you do numeric core on the word blue? Probably. Orange? I'm not sure how you would do that. Yellow? That kind of would be tough. That's a lot of letters. I think I need a gentle nudge, and I hate that I'm doing this, but I'm watching, and you're watching. My level of confidence in this puzzle has gone... I was really hoping Discord would say yes about the, like, drafting rooms in a pattern thing, because that would tell me that I was on the right track. And instead I got answers that told me I was not on the right track. Now hold up. So let's keep cracking. Let's keep cooking here for a second. Let's keep cooking. A hidden hue, if it does not involve Prism key, and if it does not involve drafting rooms in a particular way inside of the house, why the fuck is this here? Because that second part, I thought it was saying, hey, look at the rooms of the house. This is important. could it instead be related to the original, if we count small gates, type of puzzle? Is there any way in which numeric cores could be used on that? Let me open the Photoshop document. From prism pristine, 3 paths convene, 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen, 3 colors to count, a sum of 18, but the one left hidden remains to be seen. Oh, this is the wrong puzzle. Whoops. I need, what is it? What did I call it again? I called it like Please God or something like that. Yeah, it's called Please God. The letter puzzle is something different. If we count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes. Basically what I'm trying to work through right now is this. Why have these on the page? Why have the 9x5? It is 9, right? Yeah. The 9x5 squares on the page. If, like, what is that signing? What is that signifying? What is it pointing to? Oh, brother. 3 lines of light, 3 shades foreseen. We seek what's in the shade of truth. I think probably shade. We seek what's in the shade of truth. What could this be signifying? I thought it was draft rooms in a specific order. If it's not that, maybe it's the puzzle of like this. Maybe it means I need to go back through the rooms of the house and start count. Like, could it be something that's could it be like a, this would be crazy. I don't even know what this would be if it were true. Could it be a variation on if we count small gates, where it's like, go back through every room in the house and don't look at the posters on the wall, but look at the something else, and maybe it will spell a message. I don't know what that would be. I truly have no idea how to begin that. 3 paths convene, 3 colors to count. A colored path. A path with some... I do not know. There's 6 words each. No, they're not, the words are not the line. I said that so confidently, and I was so wrong. This the first line is 3 words, then 6, then 7. I hate myself. Then 8, then 9. Is that on purpose? This is 6, 7, haha. 8, 9. The only reason I'm considering that might be on purpose is this. The phrasing in this riddle. Riddles are always phrased weirdly, right? Because often it's in order to get a rhyme correct. It's in order to get like in order to use the word pristine rather than clean, you change the syntax of the sentence a little bit. Riddles include sentences or sentence constructs or clause constructs that never make sense outside of a riddle because they're contortionists. They're very flexible. But this definitely includes a lot of that, right? 3 colors to count. You could just say count the colors or count 3 colors, but instead you have to, you know, split each line in 2. But maybe it's also because you're trying to get 8 words on the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna take the nudge. I think it's time to take the nudge. I have been. If I was on the right track, I don't think I would, but I'm gonna take the nudge. An escalating nudge. A hidden Oh shit. A hidden hue is not yet due. The other book's the one for you. Oh boy. The other book is the one for me. Tinted Rosevine. My only approach to Tinted Rosevine so far is that it. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. I have to admit. West Spring, but other than that, it's like. The end of the spiral. The end of the spiral. Tinted Rosevine. Okay. This is good. This is the kind of thing I would ask for. I basically sometimes the best hints. I'm gonna go chase some stars as I do this because I think that's a decent way to spend my time right now as I talk through things. Sometimes I think the most valuable thing you can get in a puzzle is a slight, like an encroaching of the borders on what you should consider or what you should be working on. That's why I was asking with Tinted Rosevine with a hidden hue for Prism Key or patterns in the house. I need to know if these long, long hallways that I'm trying to walk down, these long paths that I'm trying to tread to get to some sort of solution are leading me away from the correct solution or leading me in the right direction or whatever. So what we've just received is a huge thing pointing us towards Tinted Rosevine and not towards a hidden hue. So let's start from scratch with Tinted Rosevine. And I'm going to talk about it real quick while I'm in this room because I think this room might be potentially relevant. My dearest darling son, I am quite impressed. I didn't expect you to make it this far, yet if these words have reached your eyes, rest assured the end of the spiral is near. Stay vigilant and rose-wary, for the thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. This whole phrase makes very little sense to me. For the thorns we discover... Like, I understand, like... I kind of understand the basic meaning that Orave is going for. The things that are going to hurt you can be twice as hurtful at the end of your life, at the end of the puzzle, at the end of something. But I don't know why. But so what I'm saying is, it sounds like parental advice, kind of vague parental advice. Maybe it applies to something in particular, maybe not. But that's a whole lot of words in a puzzle. For the thorns we discover are twice as sharp at the conclusion of each of our journeys. It's a whole lot of words to not be saying something very concrete. So, is there actually something more there? When final counsel I leave you, the waters of the West Spring shall yet reveal more secrets than these mere passages. We've talked about why I think secret passages is very interesting here. West Spring secret passages could be West Spring secret passages. I think okay, here's my immediate take. We have to put that outside. We have to get Blessing of the Monk and we have to put that outside. So I need to get Shrine, because if you take that as not just secret passage and not just West Spring, if you combine the 4 of them, West Spring secret passage, I just now noticed the last S in both secret and passage are less bold than the letters before them. It's shouting, use the room. Oh, I'm already feeling better. I'm so happy we've been pushed towards this puzzle and away from the other one. Okay. What do I know that is off to the west? Well, it's pretty simple. There's an outer room. I wouldn't exactly call it a spring, but it's an outer room. It's to the west. And the easiest way for me to move secret passage to the west is either to draft it on the western wing or to move it outside. Let's move it outside. That seems pretty easy. Seems pretty simple. I also don't know. I think I literally... Let me double check. I honestly do not know if I have ever put it outside. I have a list of many of the rooms that I have drafted outside. On my list to still draft outside is armory, clock tower, anything that is like powered, like an aquarium, coat check. I honestly do not know if I have already... Secret passage is on the list and checked off, but I don't know if that means that I did it or if that means that I... Because some of the things on that list... Sorry, it's scratched through, not checked off. Some of the things that I scratched through are things that I was like, yeah, I don't need to do this anymore. It's not really interesting to me. Gonna double check. Maybe these things change over time. Tinted Rosevine. The next question, of course, is if I get it out there, what do I do with it? If I put it out in the... West Spring. The fuck does the spring... What does the spring word have to do with this? Because the other option is to put it on the western wing. To be honest with you, what I'm looking for right now are Geist Bedroom and for the dice that I could use to then roll Shrine outside. And I need to probably take Treasure Trove for a little bit more money so that I can then get Blessing of the Monk. And then I also would like Observatory. That's what I'm kind of working towards right now. I need a little bit more money. I need to afford Blessing of the Monk. I need a... Observatory because it gets us a Spiral of Star, which is nice. But right now, it also does a bunch of other things. So hold up, let me close 14 different Photoshop documents and get open my screenshot of what Spiral of Stars says right now. It says, I'll gain a key and a gem for each rank, lose some steps for each rank, gain a coin for each day spent. So this will give me all the money I need. Okay. And nothing else will really matter. So this will give me all the money I'll need. I don't have less than 40 or 20 steps, so none of that will happen, but... So we're going to go from 65 to... 345, so we're 280 days in. Your luck has been increased and you something. Okay. I will say, I am really wondering about luck being permanent because I have been finding items just like on the ground in all sorts of rooms. I just found a gem inside of dining room, maybe for the first time ever. I'm not kidding. I don't know that that has ever happened before. So I do still wonder a little bit if, oh, I have a key. This doesn't really matter. I do still wonder if luck isn't like a permanent holdover between runs. Okay, we're going for Blessing of the Monk. I mean, I guess I take Planetarium here. This is one die. I would like to get more because I want to make sure that I get shrine outside. I don't know why I'm digging, because that probably won't matter. Couple keys. If prism doesn't matter, if hidden hue doesn't matter, I'm gonna stop worrying about prism key. Because it just feels... Plus Discord told me not to. Why use that word and name a key after it if it's not? I don't know. Okay. So we need to get Blessing of the Monk this run because I have Secret Passage, so it would be very easy to get it to show up outside tomorrow. That said, I'm running out of chances to draft Geist Bedroom. I have so many gems, but now how many? I have it written down. I think it's 78. Maybe it's 72 for Blessing of the Monk. It's 78. Look at this. I'm finding random items all over the place. But I was also finding it before I selected Observatory this run. I also currently have Metal Detector, so there's lots of things that could be happening, but redraw once for free. Guess we'll take Pool. There's a chance you have dice inside of you, which is why I should come break these and see. Nothing. Where the f is Geist Bedroom? There's Boudoir. But where is Geist Bedroom? The minute you need a room is when it becomes statistically unlikely to find it. There it is. Okay, excellent. So Spring feels like the key. Kind of like Scorched felt like the key in a very different puzzle. Spring. Does it need to be springtime? Do I need to fast forward? I don't know. If I've spent 280 days in the game, I started on like November 8th or something like that. That means it's probably... I started on like November 7th. October 7th, September 7th. It's probably like August 28th right now, something like that. 27th, 22nd. August 22nd is my official guess. West Spring Secret Passage. My honest hope is that the outer room is a like that it is some sort of, that its origins as a room are as some sort of like natural spring. I know that sounds crazy. That's really all I can, why use the word spring? Springtime? Spring as in like a machine? We didn't need any dice at all. Like a simple machine. Okay, so I think it should be. Let me double check my notes because I have this written down somewhere. I'm 99% sure it's 78. The problem is my written notes are truly... Oops. My bad. I don't know how long I've been at max. I've been just trying to look through my notes at the same time. My written notes are truly the workings of the scrawlings of a madman is what it looks like. I think I've said this a lot of times, but the most pages I've ever spent in my notebook for a game was probably for Tunic, an amazing game that you should definitely play, and I won't say anything more about it than that. Other than this game, it might 78 coins for Blessing of Monk. Done. Tunic used to be the game that I said includes my favorite puzzle, singular puzzle of all time. Now, I don't know that that's true anymore because Blueprints is pretty fucking great. And I don't know what my favorite... Basically, I'm going to have to evaluate everything after this game is done. Because this is becoming my favorite puzzle game of all time. Probably one of my favorite games of all time, period. I don't know if it's got a singular puzzle that cracks the one that was my favorite in Tunic. But long story short, the most pages I ever spent on a game was probably like 7 or 8 for Tunic. I was thinking 6, but it might be like 7 or 8 for Tunic. And this, I think I have like... I think I have 16 currently for this game. So, I am currently looking for one thing in my notes because I have one other idea. I'll just show it on screen. One of my Architect digests has a thing about Shrine. It's the one that is about outer rooms. And it says blessings. Are any of the blessings entitled anything having to do with spring? Berry Picker is related to... Okay, so I believe the answer to be no. I was like, what if it has to do with, like, getting a specific blessing or something? Okay. Like, you have to have a certain blessing active, then draft Secret Passage to the west. West Spring, Secret Passage. Okay, we're going to go to Secret Passage and call it a day so that we can draft it outside tomorrow. And at least start with that. And then from there... we will see if this has anything. See if anything at all about Secret Passage is different if we draft it out here. If not, then we need to think about spring. I think it's possible. There is a large reservoir of water underneath this house entitled Reservoir. Maybe that is fed by a spring. There's also the... there's also that waterfall we talk about. West Spring. Maybe that means put the pool out here. West Spring. It becomes a spring in the west room. Give me Secret Passage. I have gems, so that's good. Okay, is anything different out here? Halls of Holly, Green Thumb, Key to the Bedroom, Red Rover, Gold Sink. Those look the same. There's nothing in the frames. It's dim out here. I think we've done this. I think we've done this exact thing. West Spring. This book is white, which is interesting. I'm going to take a screenshot of this because the first thing I thought when I walked up to this is this book looks out of place. So my new thing I want to test. I'm going to take I'm going to take a screenshot of these and then I want to go inside and draft this room inside at some point and see if... See, of course, I'm kind of mixing my metaphors, or I'm mixing my puzzles. Secret Passage, books, while outside. A hidden hue, to me, suggests a new color is going to be found. Could it be this new color, this new book right here? Now, here's the problem. That's a hidden hue problem. That's like, the thing I'm talking about seems like hidden hue. It does not seem like this. Doesn't seem like Tinted Rosevine. So do I select green because of Green Thumb, because of Tinted Rosevine? I don't know. That's where I lean. Nothing else screams spring or Tinted Rosevine at me. Drawback press. Gold Sync. The names, Violet, Green Thumb. Halls of Hot. Let's select green. It's not going to do shit. It's going to be the exact same dead end it always was. What's that sound? I'm literally watching the volume fade as I walk away from this spot. Right here, there is weirdly some louder volume. It sounds almost like railroad tracks in the background or something like that. Like a train going past in the distance. Okay. I know I sound like a person who is not making a lot of sense right now, but we have to check one thing immediately. The waterfall is still flowing, okay? Is the bird bath still here? That white book just looks out of place, doesn't it? I think it looks out of place. Western Spring. Not Western Spring. West Spring. West Spring? Secret Passage. West Spring Secret Passage. The spring could be the reservoir. The spring could be the... waterfall. Could be that creek. Could be... I don't hate the idea of trying to get pool and put it outside. Because I have that weird thing where I'm obsessed with the investor needed looking like a pool. I don't have a key card, so I can't go up. But what I was thinking was, what if I go down here and take a look at the pool, the reservoir itself? Reservoir level, I think, is kind of low. Yeah, it's kind of low. It's at the... I wish I knew on a map, which I think I'm probably slightly to the west. Let's go here real quick. Ugh. West Spring. The only reason I'm interested in bunker at all right now is this. We seek what's in the shade of truth. That is once again a hidden hue problem and not a Tinted Rosevine problem. But we seek what's in the shade of truth and shade, whatever that line about shade is in a hidden hue, you know? But Discord says I need to focus on Tinted Rosevine, and Tinted Rosevine doesn't say anything about that. Tinted Rosevine says stay vigilant and rose-wary. Is it just red? Should I have just clicked red in Secret Passage? Maybe I should have clicked red because of roses are red. Tinted Rosevine. Maybe I need to draft Secret Passage on the western rank straight into Secret Garden. Secret Passage into Secret Garden. Look for a Rosevine. Success, profit, solve the puzzle, win, happiness. It's that simple. Success, profit, solution, happiness. Seek what's in the shade of truth. What the fuck do you mean? I just want to think, like, there's nothing down here that at all has to do with... 2 books down here. 3rd book down here. That's the castle puzzle. 4th book down here. Can we just say, what an amazing outfit by my mom, by the way. What an amazing outfit by my mom. They look fine, but my mom looks like she's about to, you know, run this shit. Nothing down here to do with, like, Tinted Rosevine, Spiral of Stars. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. My next thought, at this point, we're focusing on Tinted Rosevine. We're just gonna keep trying some stuff. My next thought is, while we have Blessing of the Monk open, let's put pool outside. Anything else that could vaguely be called a spring. I did literally write down pool outside earlier on my list of things. Sauna, pool outside, pump room. I think I've done secret garden outside too. We're going to get one of those rooms outside. I don't know which one yet, but I lean towards pool, but that's kind of a hard room to draft. So let's do that. Along the way, we'll get a new star in our Spiral of Stars and see what happens. This fucking game. You've got me right now, game. You've got me right now, but you won't have me forever. It is interesting. I can't wait to look back on this moment with clarity with hindsight, because the game doesn't give you one puzzle than the other. It gives you Tinted Rosevine and a Hidden Hue both. And I felt more drawn to one of... I felt closer to solving one of them. And so I fixated on that one. But it seems like that was potentially a mistake. So this is a thing we cannot talk about right now because I simply do not know enough information. But someday when we've answered this question, I look forward to talking with you all about why the hell the game gives you two puzzles when it wants you to solve one instead. Also, your luck has been increased and you can something. Okay, our goal is just to draft a shit ton of rooms and get a pool. The goal, I mean, look at our luck. This was directly after we increased our luck, but look at our luck. We're getting more items in storeroom than, oh my, this is like attic. I think I got a sledgehammer, I got a key, I got 2 gems, a sledgehammer, a shovel, a coin. We got 6 or 7 items. God damn it, I did it again. It's just 6 items. Or alternatively, we got 7 items. I don't know how many. Oh boy. Okay. We're on a mission. We're on a mission. Look at these items. I'm going to waste so much time picking up all these items when I really don't need to, minus things that have to do with footsteps, because I am down to 35 already. Look at all these items. It's nuts. We'll take pantry. Electric eel aquarium here is pretty good. I have 3 gems. I will eventually need... Gonna do this for a turnip. I will eventually need some more gems. We're up to 5 keys. This gets us a die, sorry. I know I've drafted pool outside. I'm so confident in that fact because I'm obsessed with pool. Does the description for sauna say anything? It just says Carreric in style. That's right. Does the description for pool say anything? It's Arendian. Activating the sprinkler systems. That's 5 letters in common with the word spring. Sprinkler and spring are nearly the same word. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh, I don't have a key card. Okay, I have one in coat check, but I don't have one here. We got our observatory already. We could do security here. I'm so curious about Secret Passage looking, the books in Secret Passage looking different. I kind of want to restart a run just to see what Secret Passage looks like at default. Because that one big blue book is just freaking me out, you know? Or that one big white book is freaking me out. I think that's got, I don't know if I've talked myself into thinking that is something or if it's actually something, but we'll do some digging. We have gems on gems on gems. A metal detector? Oh boy, do I not need... I need worse luck rather than better luck. Actually, I could use some better luck during my digging, but I keep digging up nothing of interest. You spare green room here. We're kind of running out of junctions. There's a watering can. Don't need the money. I'm only going to grab things I think I may need, which is mostly gems, keys up to a certain point, and then items. Break room technically keeps the drafting alive. Conference room here is good. As long as it's not security locked. It is! I need a coat check. There's coat check. We'll take it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this out. Tinted Rosevine. The other places I found those. Investor needed was lost and found. Her ladyship's chamber is the does it never end. And then from there it's, I guess we take tunnel here. Inside of this thing. Inside of like the book. West Spring Secret Passage is the clue. At least, okay. At least we know that, right? At least we know that West Spring Secret Passage is the clue. What I do with that is the next problem. Let's take weight room here, which is going to hurt from a step standpoint, but... West Spring Secret Passage. Laundry room is fine if I get study, but I don't have study currently. But I think I prefer that to garage. So we're gonna take laundry room so that we can do a spin cycle and then hope we get study at some point. Really running out of steps here, but it's okay. If we fail on this run to get pool, we'll just get it tomorrow. It's really not a big deal, but I would like to get them. West Spring. Is there anything in like, I feel like there could definitely still be some puzzles in room 46. Is there anything in room 46 that I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to go there? West Spring. West Ham United. West is the name of a football club. West. Philadelphia, born and raised. Kitchen gives us food and access to the right squares, so let's go there. Though I'm kind of broke. I'll take club sandwich and a little bit of banana. At least everything's on sale for coupon book. Okay. Big pantry here. I don't know. Sorry, I'm drafting rooms, but I'm also mostly just going through room after room after room in my head, being like, could this count as a spring in some way? If you really stretch your imagination, could this be in some way involved with a spring? West Spring. West Spring. I don't need any of these rooms, so I will use one. There's pool. Beautiful. There's pool. I don't think I need to draft anything else. I think I just want to call it a day inside of here after I go to put the coat check back. So let's go do that. Let's go put our... key card back in coat check is what I was trying to say. Okay. Spring. Do I need to like change the... Are all 6 of the letters bold? I guess is the first question. Like secret, the last S is not bold. Spring, yes. Okay, so that's good. West Spring. Go ahead and check a key card. Go back. And then we're going to start a new day because tomorrow I can check both Secret Passages books and pool to see if... I can check pool outside and then I can check Secret Passage inside to see if it looks any different. That book just looks different. That book looks different. What am I doing? Right here. So here's why I'm doing this. In case you've missed it at any point in time over the last 130 something episodes. Here's why I'm calling it a day inside of this room. 1, hear that water? It's water and spring are vaguely related. 2, and this is the thing that I've been obsessed with for a long time. And I've talked myself out of it a couple times, and then I've talked myself back into it a couple times. In Lost and Found, you find a drawing that looks like this. Now, I know what you're saying, Ryan. That doesn't look like a pool. You're right. However... it does have this sort of swirling action and then a drain out the bottom. And it has this, like, you see this little cutout right here? This little circle? This half circle? Look at this little half circle up there. See these vertical lines? See these vertical lines kind of in the middle of the room? Other than that, it kind of looks like a drawing for like ohms and amps and stuff, like for, you know, like a resistance drawing in an electrical resistance drawing. But that's the... Okay, now that I've said all of that, it actually strikes me as not a very convincing reason to call it a day inside of that. But the west-facing castle, because West Wing is favored. I didn't know West could appear in the name of the house. That's interesting. Is there anything that I can do inside of the house to make it green? To make it spring? Is it green? Is it green rooms? Do I need to draft all green rooms up the left side so that it's West Spring? And then secret... I don't know. I'm aware, and I've been aware for 60 episodes, that this game makes me sound delusional. Okay. Pool should be outside. Let's grab the money because, I don't know, it makes me feel nice to have money in my pocket. 60 coins. It's not enough to buy Blessing of the Monk, but it is enough to buy some candy. Although the longer I play this game, maybe the more inflation hits Reddington, and maybe I can buy less candy than I used to. Okay, pool outside. I have the gyms, thank God. Thank God for that. It's quiet. It's very quiet. It's very quiet. I know what the issue is. We've been running when it says no running. That's what the problem is. The amount of times I have done this. Just imagine. That right there could be a secret door. Fuck it. Maybe it is. Maybe we need to go draft secret passage. I don't know. I can't tell if I'm onto something or if I'm completely off of something. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell if I'm onto something or if I'm on something. Oh, brother. Okay. What a game. What a game. I love the ability for a puzzle game to make you truly question your reality. Nothing makes me... And it's a video game reality, so it's like, you know... I'm aware that I'm playing a game while I'm doing it, but... Nothing makes me question the reality of said game. Like... Those are all fun. I like all those. I like this game. We need some gems. We need some keys. We have neither. I think... Draft secret passage, go back out there. First off, draft secret passage because we want to look at what it looks like. Then, go back out there, see what... I don't have the gems for that. See what... We want to look at the books, then we want to look and see if pool changes at all after you draft secret passage. I don't have a sledgehammer. I kind of wish I did. Maybe we'll get one after we increase our luck. I just keep kind of hoping that if I go over to those books, someone will have, like, written something in them in the last... like, since I was last inside of the building. Does that make sense? Like, I keep hoping, like, my mom's just lurking around the corner writing something in the... There's a sledgehammer. We'll take all this shit. Okay, so sledgehammer was in here? No, in here. There's our first key. Let's go. Okay, secret passage I think is not that rare. It is in fact commonplace. So it is really not rare. So we really should get it before super long. Take hallway. We'll take observatory, absolutely. If I get less than a certain amount of steps before I go into observatory, that might be good. I get free. I can use it to freely push my steps up from 20 to 40 is basically what I should do with it. So that said, when I use it, I get much better luck, which is really helpful to me. So maybe I should just go use it. I'm going to draft Pumperim here. Ooh. Ooh. I'm going to draft Pumperim here because it could be a room to put outside eventually. I don't know that I've done it. I think I probably have. Okay, let's go get Observatory before we get far away and You can know longer? That's got to be what it is. You can no longer what? Oh boy. You can no longer That's scary. It's got to be no longer. You can no longer what? Okay, we've left the entire western wing undrafted. Big classroom here. Our luck is pretty good. Don't need the coins. West Spring. I'm gonna lose my mind. West Spring. Oh boy. Passageway here is worth it, although I could have redrawn for free. But there's secret passage. That book is fucking different. That book is different. Okay, this is very exciting. Ooh, okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Okay. You ready? We're going to do this in an exciting way. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and line it up. Line it up perfect. Oh, wait. I should just do this. That does not line up perfect at all. That also does not line up perfect at all. You know what I'm saying? That book between green and orange is wrong. The book between green and orange is 100% wrong. Which means that the book outside is the wrong one. Okie dokie. So what do I do to get you? My guess is that that's actually related to... What the fuck is this? Did you know there's a treasure map? You can find a treasure map in here? My luck is insane. I said that like I earned it. My luck is insane. No, I just manufactured my own luck. That book is different. I think that's probably more related to Hidden Hue than anything else. That's how it feels to me, but... Let's go outside while we still have footsteps. Magnifying glass. Dude, Observatory is crazy. It truly changes the game. You just get items left and right. You just get literally left and right of the... Let's go look at pool. I really hope I don't have to draft Secret Passage during the spring in the western outer room. That would be a real bummer. Is the waterfall still going? Sure fucking sounds like it. Yep. West Spring. Did I even select a... I didn't even select a room. Would that have mattered? Based on the drawing and truly nothing else, to me it feels like this ledge is kind of important. Did you know you can kind of walk around that? What the hell? That was crazy. That was cool. These are the speedrun strats. I'm going to glitch into the wall and have to... I hope I don't do this because I do not want to break my game, but... The investor needed drawing has like a circle right there that it looks like a path starts from. And this is... I know, I'm aware. I sound crazy. I sound like this doesn't make sense. Circle, go to the right, then you go left. Like you go to the outside wall, then down. This right here. Boom. Boom. Then there's like a big circle. Big spiral, if you will. Spiral. I don't know. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I didn't select a room inside. I don't know if that does anything. I have 26 footsteps. See, well, here's what we learned. Secret Passage book is definitely different. So I think the next logical question there is what allows that book to be selected? Because I think that's the key. Probably the key to Hidden Hue more than anything. But I think that's kind of the key. There's a book in Secret Passage. What makes that selectable? It currently looks white in color. Will it be white forever? I don't know. Maybe it will be a hidden hue that we have not seen so far. Maybe it will be... I'm drafting this way because I want to get some footstep or some things that maybe give us food. And also I want to see if I can draft like Secret Garden or something. On the way back to Secret Passage. So one of the questions to me is like, you're going to have to do something to trigger that room being, or that book being selectable. What would that be? To me, that's what a hidden hue, the puzzle, would reference. Like, there is a color that you have never seen before in Secret Passage if you can only make a certain number of things happen. I don't know what those things are, but oh man, this game. Sorry, I'm just thinking. How else can I get Secret Passage and... So if the puzzle is like Secret Passage... Tinted Rosevine is the thing that pushes me towards Secret Passage. So maybe they're two separate puzzles. Sorry, maybe they're not two separate puzzles. They're related puzzles. It's just that I became obsessed with the second half of the puzzle and not the first half. Maybe the first half I needed was put Secret Passage outside, notice that it becomes different, then do something about it. Do I pick red? Rose Wary? Green thumb. A green thumb tends a Rosevine. Unfortunately, the vine is red, which makes it this. I wonder if I should have used Prism Key there. Because it gives you a red door, but then if you use Prism Key, does it change? That would have been weird. At this point, I don't know where to go next, is sort of the problem. West, spring, secret passage. Do I have any items that have springs on them? Do I need to once again bring a watering can and make it that white book all of a sudden have a hidden hue? Oh my god, wait, is this a thing? Hold up, is this a thing? What does hue mean in erosion? Doesn't it mean like... I swear to God it means something. House. If it means a hidden house, I'm gonna shit my pants. We're in a house that is way too large. If it means a hidden house, I'm gonna shit my pants. Sorry, I was looking down at a piece of my notebook that said Hugh, Ven, and Nev Hugh, meaning new house and house old. And I was like, wait, Hugh. Okay, hold up. We need to think about... Spring is the key. Spring is the key. West and Secret Passage, we have pieces that fit that category. If we put Secret Passage in the outer room, which is kind of vaguely to the west, then something happens, which is that a book changes. Spring is the thing I do not know anything about. We have, so far, for candidates for spring, and I'll write them down. Here's what we have. Where's my pen? Oh, Jesus Christ. I dropped my pen. Okay, I got a second pen. Okay, for spring, we've got this. We have date, as in like time of year. We have source of water, question mark, which could be pool, check. We've already done that one. Kitchen, we have not. Pump room, we have not. Source of water, a place that water issues from. We could do greenhouse. Potentially sauna. That one strikes me as a little bit less relevant. It's slightly different. We did a lot of this before when we were talking about West Spring. But now I think West is solved. I think it's like... Just think about spring the word. Just spring the word. Cool. So we have source of water. Is there anything I'm missing on the source of water front? Freezer is frozen water. Aquarium is literally water. I don't know why I'm not thinking about that one. Okay, beyond that, we need to think about spring in any other... Like, there's a spring like a coiled piece of wire. Did somebody say coiled piece of wire? I'm just kidding. I'm obsessed. Coiled piece of wire. I can't think of any... Is there an item in showroom that has a coiled piece of wire? There is that weird item that is like a... What is the name of that? Nope. There's like a clock. Not stopwatch, but they're not compass, but it says rewind. That's all I remember about it, is that it says rewind. There's an item in luxury showroom that you can get that is like a contraption. It has like a lot of moving pieces. It's a contraption. So metal coiled. Are there any other meanings of spring that I'm not? To spring from jail means to break out of jail. To spring is like to release in some ways, I think, honestly, is what that means. To jump or release. To jump is kind of... What does it mean? Let me just Google real quick. Just definition of, like... If I Google spring, the definition is... Because there could be lots of definitions. To move or jump suddenly or rapidly upward or forward. I sprang out of bed. To originate from. To spring from. To arise from. To release / jump. To originate from. I feel like that one is just like spring as a... I wonder if spring as in a place where water originates from, or spring as in to originate from comes first. Let's get into the etymology. I'm just kidding. There are, it turns out, a lot of definitions for spring. There were some for like to spring for means like to spend money, especially sort of extravagantly, in order to buy something. I sprang for a really nice coat. Does Mechanarium have springs in it? It's got other machine pieces. Is there a... Now, hold up. This is interesting. This is something I... Speaking of West, something we've never looked at. We're dragging the bottom of the barrel. Can you tell? It's just like, consider literally everything you've ever heard. Clock Tower has a note in it that does say cardinal directions. Westwardly winds. That's it. Westwardly winds. I think at this point in this run, what I will do is I will call it a day inside of... what do you call it? Pump room? I can think of worse things to try. I don't know that it's going to do anything, but... Because so far our options are like... Wait until March in-game, then draft Secret Passage outside. Keep drafting rooms that have water in them outside, which seems fine. We could do that. It wouldn't hurt us. Or come up with something else that relates to it. We could try sauna. Sauna is a weird one to do outside, and I don't know that I've ever done it. Fuck it, let's do sauna. Before I do anything, I did just open the door inside of... I opened the door inside of Secret Passage, so because I'm who I am going to go back to pool just to double check that nothing changed. I would really like to... I don't know why I stepped foot in there. I would really like to keep going and just draft a bunch of Spiral of Stars and draft a bunch of... It's the wrong way. Just bang our head against this wall until we break through. But I think for now, it probably makes sense to call it a day. And it feel whatever you want to feel, but I'll tell you how I'm feeling right now. This feels like progress. I have taken a second look at Tinted Rosevine, and I know that it is a forward clue, 100%. West Spring, Secret Passage. There's something going on with Secret Passage books. It looks to be related to a hidden hue. So then the question is, the question is kind of this. Have I already solved Tinted Rosevine as far as I'm meant to solve it? Meaning, like, I got this outside. Maybe then I need to do a hidden hue to make this become a... selectable book. What are the colors from Prism Key again? Green. Hallway. Bedroom. Yeah, so it's the 5 colors that are in Secret Passage. So it's the 5 colors that are in Secret Passage. Just double checking, just triple double checking. There's nothing missing in terms of like, so maybe this becomes like black. That's honestly what I would love. Would it be if this becomes black? That said, kind of like I said, is that's kind of a separate like era of puzzle. Like, maybe it will be black, and aka like Orindian. But I also we're now in the family of Orave puzzles, the family of puzzles relating to Orave, which may be entirely different. So I don't know that anything is that's correct. Okay, we're gonna go call it a day. Something changes when you put Secret Passage outside. What do you do with that? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep thinking about it. What I was trying to say earlier is, this to me, this feels like. I'm gonna go to sauna. This feels like progress because, frankly, I was barking up the wrong tree and I no longer am. I'm barking up a tree that feels... If it ain't the exact tree we're supposed to be barking up, if it's not the exact tree that the animal is in, we're barking up the tree right next to it, you know? I think we've... I don't know. I don't know if I need to keep putting other rooms outside or not, but I have Blessing of the Monk available, and so I will just do it. I feel like Secret Passage was the room to put outside. That's probably the west in West Spring Secret Passage. But while we're here, let's go ahead and do it. That's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the ramblings of a madman. I am so happy that I looked, that I was like, I walked into the room and the first thing is I was like, that book feels out of place. And I was like, no, we shouldn't. That feels too invested. Garden Castle. We should take another look and look around. Maybe it's something else. I'm glad I said something. And I'm glad I took a screenshot, because that is definitely different. We found a thread. Now we just have to pull on it in the exact right way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you later. Bye.